Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I want to show you guys what I've been picking up back issue wise. This is kind of over the past couple weeks, and kind of got a little bit of everything, especially with the dollar back issues and all that. Kind of wanted to find some stuff that's different, and yeah. So let's start right in here with some Hip Hop Family Tree. So picked up the zero issue. These were all $1. I'm a big fan of hip hop. I love hip hop. I love listening to it. Basically at the gym, anytime. And I wanted to check this title out. I missed out on the free comic book day. I think this was from last year, so I wanted to check it out. So um, I got issue zero, or the free comic book day. Got issue one, and I love these covers, especially issue number three, which is a homage to the Days of Future Past X-Men 141, I think. And it's got issue number seven, really cool. Issue number eight. So I'm not really too familiar with Hip Hop Family Tree. So I'm just kind of just I heard about it and I was kind of interested, so decided to give it a shot. Issue number nine with Young Jeezy, Wheezy, and Yeezy. I love this cover. It's pretty awesome. Issue number 10. Issue number 12. I think that's the last issue. Yep. So this is I don't know how many issues Hip Hop Family Tree's been going on, but just wanted to grab a couple and read. So next, I got this Blubber number one. So I think these are like one-shot issues. I'm not too sure. I checked on my comic shop and I found it was 4 issue run. So wanted to check it out. So I got this Burnt Comics number one. I checked my comic shop for this just to see what it's about, and I could not find it at all. So I'm not too sure what this comic is. If anybody's seen this comic or read this comic, let me know in the comments down below what I'm getting myself into in regards to this. But this looks cool. I love the cover. Looks like it's like 3D or something like that. I feel like I'm missing a pair of glasses, 3D glasses or something like that. So there's that. And pretty much one of the more exciting things that I found was Scorriors. So I got all 4 issues, and I read them, and this is pretty awesome. This book is pretty crazy, and I think this is volume one. So I got issue one, two, three, and four. Sorry about the glare, but it's kind of like almost like a Game of Thrones Animals version. I know I'm probably selling it really short, but I mean the art is really really good. I think the writer is like, he's very. This is a very indie publisher, so I know in the back of issue one he wrote a letter, and he has no experience at all in regards to, didn't graduate from any, doesn't have a degree in regards to writing, just wanted to write books. And this is a pretty great job for a series. So I don't know how many more volumes there are, but I definitely want to check more about Scorriors. So let's move on to the Marvel stuff. I'll be right back. All right, so Marvel wise, I picked this up maybe about 2 weeks ago. This is the retail summit variant for Invincible 135, and as Gwen Stacy, or Spider Gwen on it. So I wanted to check that out. Wanted to pick that up. Got What If the Punisher had killed Spider-Man. So it's a nice homage cover to Amazing Spider-Man 129. So wanted to check that out, give that a read. And the rest were Avengers. So I picked these up for $1 and wanted to kind of dive into some some pretty important Avenger stories. Um, found issue 183, 184, and this is kind of like the time when Hawkeye was not on the team and Miss Marvel just joined. So it was that all dynamic of new team members and all that. Then we got into um, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver's origin. Um, and it was a pretty interesting story. I really enjoyed it for what it was. I definitely I definitely was intrigued by it. I kind of finished all this in one sitting. So yeah, it's pretty awesome stories. I kind of want to get into more of the important Avengers storylines. I think the next one I want to read is the Kree Skrull War. So I'm gonna try to look for. I don't think I'm gonna look for the issues, but I might look see if they have a trade or something like that, where I can read the Avengers comics. So 187 was the final part of this, and then I got issue 200 for $1, and it's George Perez cover, I think. I think it says it down there. So yeah. So finally, we'll go ahead and show the DC books. Be right back. All right. Finally, we're gonna talk some DC. Show some DC comics. So pick this up for $1. I wanted to pick this up when it was $5, but I was like, why am I just gonna pick up a random issue of Harley's Old Black Book? But I got it for $1, and I just kind of wanted it for the homage cover to the Superman Muhammad Ali cover. So pick that up. I got Silver Surfer and Superman. This is a one shot by George Perez and Rod Lim. Read the story. It's fun. It's a fun, interesting story. Pretty much, I think they were switched. They switched universes. So Superman was in Silver Surfer's, and Silver Surfer was in Superman's universe, and Superman was in Silver Surfer's, and they tried to get back and stuff like that, and tried to figure out who did it, and you kind of find out it was Mxyzptlk and Absorbing Man. So that was a pretty interesting story. So there's that. So this is something that I'm collecting in single issues. I'm going to try to get all the parts of the Sinestro Corps War. So I got part 1, which I already have. So that kind of was a fail on my part. So I got part 1 and part 2. So I forgot how many parts there are, but I think it's like in the teens, like 10 or 12 parts, I think. So wanted to check this story out. So got the first 2 parts of that. Got Gotham by Gaslight. I think I have this. I'm not too sure. That's kind of the it's kind of the curse of having so many comics and it's spread all over the place. You kind of and you don't you don't organize them. So I just wanted to pick it up. I was like, it's $1, so might as well read it, and so I won't have to look at my long boxes and try to find it. So I have a copy of that. So these next 2 issues, I finally finished Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths. I finished I got the whole mini series. So I got issue 6, and finally I got issue number 8. So I got this for like $10. Death of Barry Allen. This was kind of like it was this issue and the Supergirl issue was kind of like the big ones to get. And I got the Supergirl issue a long time ago. So finally glad to finally get this comic, and finally can start reading it, which I am on issue 4 or 5 on Crisis. So slowly reading through that. And finally, this is the big book out of the stack that I'm really glad to finally get to read one of these stories. Both of them are in Treasury Edition formats. That's the original printings. but I actually found a reprint of it because I just really want to read the stories. So picked up Superman, Spider-Man collector's edition in a like it's a comic book form. So really excited to finally get my hands on this. It's actually I got it for a decent price. These Superman, Spider-Man books go for some dollars. So I was kind of glad to pick this up at a price that I've never seen this comic at before. So can't wait to finally read it. I mean, these two treasuries, the two Superman, Spider-Man treasury magazines, are kind of on the top of my list of what I want to get at conventions or top of my list for this year. So I'm finally glad to at least get to read the story and all that. So hopefully I can come across those treasuries this year. So that's all of my comics that I picked up. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you had some enjoyment of this video, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.